Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon. You are tuned into the Proven Truth. You are listening to the Proven Truth with your brother and host, Anthony Brown, coming to you live from the studios of Radio Gumbo Creole here in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. It's another God given day, my brothers and sisters. It's another God given, blessed, beautiful day. And as always, we give our God the thanks and the glory. The fact that we could get up this morning and we could put our pants on one foot after the other. We give our God the thanks and the glory for that. Again, brothers and sisters, you are listening to the Proven Truth. You can join us here weekdays every Monday and Thursdays between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. Every Monday and Thursdays between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. Likewise, Saturdays. And you can also participate in the show. You can call us. That number is 504-303-8922. You can listen to us by dialing 712-432-7883. Again, you can listen to us by dialing 712-432-7883. You can check us out on the web by going to www.radiogombocreole.net. That's RADIOGONBOKREYOL.net. We live stream this and every show. We live stream this and every show on the Facebook. You can check us out on the Facebook. You can join us. You can participate. You can be an active member on the Facebook by going to Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. Again, Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. To my Facebook family, much love, much love. Thanks for tuning in. You can also check us out on the YouTube. You can also check us out on the YouTube by going to The Proven Truth. That's TheProvenTruth, The Proven Truth, where you can also participate by leaving a comment, being a live guest on the show. To my Facebook family, to my YouTube family, much love. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. I know you could be doing something different with your Saturdays. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Just to remind my fellow New Orleans, there is a recall. There's an active recall out as we speak for that criminal imposter, Errol G. Williams. There's a official recall. That means he is presently in office or sitting in the seat of the Orleans Parish Assessor. And we, the people, found it necessary to organize ourselves, to file the necessary papers, and to recall this criminal imposter from office. So there's officially a recall out on the books for Errol G. Williams, the person who's claiming to be the assessor for Orleans Parish. Here in my hands, there's a flyer, and this is the flyer that we are actually promulgating out. We are actually passing out to the people of New Orleans, informing them about the criminal conspiracy, informing them about the recall of Errol G. Williams. And one of the reasons why we actually did this flyer is one, to inform the people of New Orleans that one, there's a recall for Errol G. Williams. Two, to inform them of the criminal conspiracy of the other the rest of people, or the other persons who comprises this whole criminal conspiracy, the theft. And let no one fool you, my brothers and sisters. The fact that we are losing our property here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, the fact that we are losing our property at such a fast pace, at such without any third party arbitration, without any due process of law. It's a criminal act. not only by one, but when there's more than one, it then becomes a conspiracy. And this is what the flyer says for those of you who haven't seen it as yet, or for those of you who haven't heard about it. We, the people, deem it fit to recall Errol G. Williams, for over 3 decades, has been lying and deceiving the people of New Orleans for a financial gain. A roof over one's head is a basic human right, not a privilege. Errol G. Williams is guilty of criminal conspiracy to defraud the people of New Orleans from what is rightfully and legally theirs, their home. Accomplices: Mitch J. Landry. Yes, Mitch J. Landry, my brothers and sisters, is no longer in public office or is no longer the mayor of the municipal corporation. We are fully aware of that. But that doesn't relinquish the criminal act that he did while he was in office. And as of to date, it is our understanding that this criminal right here, Mitch J. Landry, is looking on the presidency for 2020. He's out there promoting himself, he's out there promoting his book, and he's telling people that he's looking to run for president in 2020. However, he's still, or during the time that he was sitting in the seat of the mayor's office here in the territory of New Orleans, he was robbing the people. He was one of the conspirators to deceive and to rob the people of New Orleans. And that is the reason why his name is still or is on this flyer and will remain on this flyer. Accomplices: Mitch J. Landry, civicsource.com, and judge, in quotation, judge, that word judge, she's not a goddamn judge. She's a criminal just like all of them. She's a criminal calling herself a judge. Judge Etlin Sims Julia. And for to be more specific, she sits in the Civil District Court, Arlene Parish Division N. That's the person I'm talking about. We need your handwritten signatures. You must be a registered voter in the parish of Orleans. We will come to you to get that signature. We are also looking for volunteers. That's important for family. That's important. This we need close to 90,000 signatures. Okay, and the more people, the more volunteers that we have knocking on doors, telling your mom, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your ex, your enemy, is the quicker and easier it will be. And us, the core group, once we have more people participating in this civic process, once we have more people doing their job. And look, in actuality, layman terms, you you being a volunteer, going out and speaking to your neighbors, getting this signature is actually you doing your job. It's actually a job. When you recognize the fact that we the people, me, you, and your family, your kids, we are the bosses. And a lot of us tend to forget that. A lot of us, because of the time that we are present living in, because of the bullyism, the deception, the lies, the deceit, the mainstream media, a lot of us forget that we are the ones with the power. We are the ones that grants these people that sit in public office the authority and the privilege and the power to do what they are doing. If it wasn't for we, We the people, we the voters, we the electorate, we the bosses. None of these people that sit in public office who is pretending to form a part of the government wouldn't be there. So initially, we are the ones who put them here. Now we find out that yes, we initiate the process by putting them into public office, and the table have been reversed. Now, what we thought was a government, now we come to find out it's nothing more than organized crime. It's nothing more than what we call in the Caribbean gangsters, the mafia. So we put them into office to take care of our affairs. We employ them to do our work. Now they went inside there, they taste power, and that power tastes sweet to them. It's to the point where they are drunk with power. So they want to hold on to that power. And in holding on to that power, the purpose and principle that why we put them there have reversed, have changed. Again, volunteers, we will come to you for that. We also look for a volunteer to assist us in going out into the community to gather these signatures. For one to lose their private property, your home, your house, the place you raise your family without any third party intervention, is to lose your property in violation of the Louisiana Constitution, Article 1, Section 2, and Section 4. Now, again, my brothers and sisters in this territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, the onus is on you to go out there. I did the legwork for you, my brothers and sisters. I did the legwork because I know that you guys are busy, you know, putting the shoulder to your wheel, to the wheel. You're out there on the grind, trying to keep food on the table, gas in the car, and a roof over your head, and clothes on the kids and back. I know that, and I love you for that. I love you for that. You're my heroes for doing that, and I love you guys for doing that. That's the reason why I take some time out of my day to do the legwork for you. This is what I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters. When your property, when your home, your private property, your home, the place you call your home, your house, the place where you raise your family, when you lose that piece of property here in the territory of Louisiana, because of what they are calling the tax, or because they put that in the case of Errol G. Williams, putting that piece of property and his commercial tax rule, his avalarium tax rule, with willful and malicious intent, knowing that that piece of property wasn't supposed to be on his tax roll, and only place it there because of a financial gain. Because that's what it is, family. Let's be frank. Look, there is a lawsuit right now in the territory of New Orleans right here. Somebody with a lot more credentials, somebody with a lot more knowledge, somebody who knows the law, somebody who is a part of the bar association, unlike your brother, recognize or file a complaint in court. Now, this is what I've been saying for a long time, but nobody ain't listening to me because who? I didn't go to the institution that they went to. So they didn't listen to me. But here is somebody who is in the clique, who now bring a lawsuit and outlining in that lawsuit the very same thing that I've been saying for years. They are taking RLG. Well, the lawsuit is against the municipal corporation, the city of New Orleans. Who is the city of New Orleans? The mayor and the city council and the other elected officials. They are taking the people's money, taxpayers' money, money that's supposed to go towards certain um, duties like roads, school, whatever, right? And they are putting that money inside the retirement fund. Errol G. Williams is doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? So now you recognize the reason why this fight is so strenuous, is so stiff, and is so silent when it come on to certain part like the local media and certain people in with political and social influence. That's why you see, it's not out there blown up on front page media, because there is a lot of people that's benefiting financially from the theft, from the robbery and deception of the people of New Orleans. A lot of them. When Errol G. Williams leave office, Errol G. Williams have a humongous retirement benefit package. And the more people that he robbed, the more houses and property that he steal from we the people, is the more money going into his retirement fund for him and his cronies. All of them. Again, don't look. The lawsuit is out there. I've been telling you from guys for some time now. I've been saying this out there in the community. The lawsuit is out there right now. And what that attorney outlined in the lawsuit is what I've been saying for years. These people, what you call government, the people are the body or the entity, what you call it's not. It's not operating like one. It's not one. It's organized crime. It's the mafia. It's a syndicate. It's a syndicate of criminals disguising themselves under the cloth. They are not representing the people and family. So just bear in mind, that is the reason why, just a reminder for you guys, that there is an active recall out for this criminal imposter, Errol G. Williams. For the past 30 years or over 30 years, we, the people of New Orleans, have been taking care of him and his family, his wife and his daughters. We, the people, send them to college. We, the people, he robbed so much from us. He robbed so much from us that to the point right now where he's billing or he's bragging about his multi-car garage that he's billing and his mansion. Right? The people, look, when New Orleans, when families here in the territory of Louisiana is sleeping on, look, don't take my word for it. Drive underneath any bridge. For those of you living in the territory of New Orleans, drive underneath any bridge. Start from New Orleans East, all the way to mid-city, anywhere in New Orleans. Just drive. Take a 012 drive. Look under any, what you call it, overpass or what you want to call it. And you see these mini 10 cities. Look, Louisiana is like California when it come on to homelessness, like Southern California. For those of you who been to California or travel, well, look, I'm telling you, don't believe. Look, there are certain places. Look, I tell To my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, listen to me, man. Listen to me carefully. To my brothers and sisters in Haiti, to my brothers and sisters in Jamaica and in Trinidad who's listening to this program, let no one tell you or let no one try to degrade the country of birth by referring to it as a third world country. Because as bad as things look, I'm testifying here. I'm here in America. I'm here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. And when I look underneath these bridges, I'm seeing families, black, white, brown, whatever family, whatever ethnic group it is. I'm seeing family. When I say family, what am I talking about? I'm talking about that group of people typically carries the same last name or typically share the same roof together. Typically a male, a female, and some offspring. And that's what we are seeing out there underneath these bridges. A male, a female, and offspring. That's unit. So what am I saying? I'm saying that it's not just the average guy who maybe fall on his luck, right? So him end up underneath the bridge. Or the average gal who just fall on her luck and she end up on. I'm talking about family units creating these 10 cities. Now, look, you critics, I really don't care about critics or certain comments. Critics gonna criticize. That's your job. I'm not saying here that 100% of the homeless population or people living on the bridge is a direct result of this criminal imposter and his crony friends, Errol G. Williams. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying at least 80% of it is. I guarantee you that 80% of it is. 80% of it is my family. And it's a sad state of affair that we are in today. Here it is. We supposed to have a government. We supposed to have a government. What we call government. Hold up. Hold up. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States. The United States Constitution still is in full force and effect. All governments all government of right originates with the people, is founded on their will alone, and is instituted to protect the rights of the individual and for the good of the whole. Its only legitimate ends are to secure justice for all, preserve peace, protect the rights, and promote the general welfare and happiness of the people. The Louisiana Constitution. To my brothers and sisters living here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, I just read for you Section 1 of Article 1 of the Louisiana Constitution, 1974, that deals with or outlines the origin and purpose of government. This is what government was instituted to do. How do I know that? Because it's written in the Constitution, because I'm one of the people of this territory. So I know that. Did we give these criminal actors or these so called elected officials any authority to be acting like gangsters or members of the mafia? That's exactly what they are doing, my brothers and sisters. You know the mafia operates, right? You know the mafia operates. This is how the mafia operates. Organized crime. If there is some power to be had, right? And the mafia or a member of the mafia thinks that, look, I need to have that power and I'm going to take that power. And whatever it takes for me to take that power, I'm going to take it. So whosoever is in my way, I'm going to use whatever tricks of the hand, whatever force I have to use to take that power. Because look, they're not dealing with a constitution or the rule of law. That don't apply to the mafia. The mafia don't believe in the rule of law, in due process. They don't care about that. That's why they are gangsters. They're mafias, right? Elected officials supposed to believe in the rule of law and in the constitution. Why? Because unlike the mafia or gangsters, elected officials take an oath of office, have a fiduciary duty to we the people, have a sign a contract with we the people to uphold and honor the Constitution. They have a fiduciary duty to us to ensure that when they act in their official capacity as whatever the capacity is, they are doing it with our best interest at heart. Not because they want a personal financial gain like a Mitch J. Lange, a Errol G. Williams, and all the other cronies here in the territory of Louisiana. And that's what we are having. I know that in the territory of Louisiana, there's no such thing as a government or a governmental structure. It's organized crime. It's organized crime. Criminals, my brothers and sisters, criminals. Jews, Irish, and reformers of all race have had their troubles and trials with their own people. So I am satisfied to bear the persecution of my own that they may be free. The philosophy and opinion of our ancestor, of our brother, of our teacher, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. January 13, 1922. My brothers and sisters, we here on the Proven Truth, we recognize and we honor our ancestors. We recognize the facts that we are standing or we are surviving on the backs of giants. We recognize that if it wasn't for those before us, we here today who are bragging and boasting about our titles and about our position and wealth and about our stature and our privilege wouldn't be here doing this bragging. And that's all we are doing. You have black people here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, swear to God that they have arrived. Or that, no, or I'm Mr. Big. And put such titles in front of the name. And walk and talk just like they don't go to bed just like you. They don't sit on the goddamn toilet seat just like you, or they don't eat the same food like you. We recognize that if it was for our ancestors, these so-called Negroes, leaders of today, wouldn't be here today bragging and boasting and talking about some of them, oh, I'm the first black leader, first female leader, first my ass, first what? First dummy to hold certain seat. There is not one among us today that we can point to. There is not one among us today in the 21st century that we can point to and we can say, yes, there goes a brother or a sister who love the black masses so much or who love people so much that they are actually doing righteous by us, not only in front of the spotlight, but behind closed door. And that is the reason why we here on the Proven Truth make reference to our ancestors on a day-to-day basis. The likes of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Nanny from the Maroon, Paul Bogle, Fred Hamilton, Maurice Bishop, Malcolm X, Carter G. Wilson, Harriet Tubman, Thomas Sankara, Somoral Makel, Bookman Juti, Toussaint Lovingshore, Jack Dessalines. These are just a few of our ancestors who we recognize and we continue to recognize. We continue to recognize for their contribution not only to the race, but to mankind. Not only to the race, but to mankind. A lot of our ancestors was thrust into the fight because of a racial tension or a racial issue. But for a lot of them, at some point, they had an epiphany and they recognized that this fight was much, much bigger and larger than a racial issue. But keep in mind, even when they was fighting on that bigger plateau, they were fully aware, or they at the core of their heart was the love for the black woman, for the black child, for the black man. The core of their heart. And these ancestors wouldn't sell out the black masses for a dime. Wouldn't. You wouldn't find a Marcus Garvey, a Bookman Juti, a Paul Bogle, a Fred Hamilton with $90,000 in the Guardian freezer. You wouldn't find any of these black ancestors, a Harriet Tubman, calling themselves judges, prestige title judges, robbing black people on one of the most happiest day of their life. Most happiest day, two people find love and decide to get married. And we have black judges robbing them, charging them extortion fee. Our ancestors wouldn't do that. You wouldn't have none of these ancestors wouldn't operate like a Cedric Richmond, one of the most powerful black, so-called black man or black leader right now in the territory of New Orleans and in Washington, D.C., the so-called chair of the Black Caucus. Sell out, no good. Look, my brothers and sisters, let's keep our composure. Let's keep our composure today. Let's keep it. That is the reason why we, again, we love our ancestors. We have to make mention of them because whenever we think about the struggle that they went through and some of the things that they faced in their times, and the amount, the magnitude, or the contribution that they make during a time where there was so much oppression and there was so much fight back and there was so little, and they did so much with so little. And here it is. We have so-called black leaders today with so much ain't doing a goddamn thing. You feel me, my brothers and sisters? I hope you do. I hope you do. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. When was it? 2 weeks ago or a week ago, we had a guest on this program, a knowledgeable brother from right here, a brother by the name of Mr. Carl Gallman. And what Carl did, you know, he's an ex-military person like myself, you know, but he was in the branch where he, you know, look, let's leave it like, let's say this guy is savvy or is privy to information. He went and he got some first-hand information or document, right? And he came on the show and he shared that information with us. Now, some of this information I was fully aware of myself. However, we don't talk about stuff on this show that we are not fully knowledgeable of or about. Again, the name of this show is The Proven Truth, not the goddamn Anthony Brown show. The Proven Truth, not my truth or your truth or any, the proven truth. When we talk about the proven truth, what are we talking about? That which is constant with facts and reality. Facts and reality. So if I say to you, the goddamn sky is blue, believe me, when you go outside and you look up in the sky, it's going to be blue. And if you don't think that it's blue, you can go up there and you can do your scientific test, and you will have to come to the conclusion that yes, it is blue. Anyway, we here in the territory of Louisiana had a devastation, you know, an act of God. There we had Hurricane Katrina. Post Katrina, the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana, get billions and billions of dollars. I said billions of dollars from the federal government, from the private sector. We get billions of dollars. And all those billions of dollars that came here into Louisiana, if it was spent the way how it was designed to be spent, if it was allocated, or if it was dispensed for what its intent and purpose was, we here would be striving. We wouldn't be the worst territory in the union when it comes to economical prosperity. We wouldn't now have this criminal bastard there in the Baton Rouge, John Bell Edwards, trying to get members of the legislative body, more so Republicans, to side with him to increase the taxes on the backs of the people of Louisiana. We wouldn't have this criminal bastard, John Bell Edwards, called the governor. We wouldn't have him calling so much special session just to, as he would like to call it, address the deficiency in the financial budget. Which, look, my brothers and sisters, in and of itself, man, there is no reason or there's no such thing as we have in a deficit in the budget. None. It cannot be true. Yes, they are saying it. Yes, John Bell Edwards is saying it. Yes, they are saying it, and they try to show it in black and white. But it's a lie. It's a lie. And I'm gonna show you. We're gonna be playing some clips in a little bit just to cement this argument. Again, for those of you who is new to the show, are listening to us for the first time, or watching us for the first time, if there is anything that you hear on this program, or if there's anything that you hear on this station that is not factually true, that you think is factually false, don't hesitate to call us out. If I'm saying something right now that you think it's factually false, this is what you do. The number is 504-303-8922. Call me right now. Call me. Become a guest. Go onto my Facebook page or the YouTube channel, one of those. Leave a comment, or I'll bring you on as a guest, so John Public can see and hear you as well when you call me out for whatever I'm saying that is false, that's factually false. Look, I can be wrong about something. I goddamn tell you I'm not, but I could be. I could say today is Sunday when today is actually Saturday. Huh? I could. We won't speak on any issue here that we are not 100% knowledgeable about. Or we won't speak on any issue that if we should be challenged, we can prove or show documentation to such challenge. Or we can point to or show you the source of our argument. We won't say, no, we are not here because we want to degrade or drag anybody name to the mud or to the dirt. We are not here because we are anti-government. We are not here because we don't like elect. No, we look. On the contrary, my brothers and sisters, we were the one who institute government. We recognize the purpose and intent of government, and we endorse that. Why? Because we want to go out and, a Saturday evening or Sunday evening, take a stroll, with our girl, take our family out to the movie, whatever. We want to make certain that the utilities that's coming into our property is safe and sound for drinking purpose, right? Is safe and sound for our family to use, right? We want to ensure that when we out there taking our family to the movies or to the park or wherever, we don't have any of those vehicles that's operating in commerce, cause us harm. So we are not anti-government. We love because we understand the purpose for limited government, not this humongous crap we have. Limited government we are for. That is the reason why we don't have that entity government is no more. It's goddamn organized crime because that monster grows so much right now, it's out of control. So we are not here to call out nobody because we want to do it. We put them into office to do what we want them to do. So if anybody at any time, at any time, think that anything that we are saying If you can prove that what we are saying is factually, look, call us, man. Call us. Don't wait until we leave the ear. Call us on the ear. Call us 504-303-8922. Come on, anyone, the social medias or whatever, and tell us. And tell us where we are wrong. And if we are wrong, we will be the first one to apologize. And if we need to pay restitution, we will. We will. If you can prove us wrong. If you can prove us wrong. All right. We got billions. So let's go back. Want to get that disclaimer out. There is no such thing here as what John Bell Edwards wanted to believe and telling the people of Louisiana about a goddamn deficit. How much? I think the last figure I heard was something like 600 million. Huh? Give me a minute. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. You know, look, again, the name of the show is The Proven Truth, right? All right. Here we are. Post-Katrina. Billions of dollars came here for who? We the people. A matter of fact, let me exclude myself out of this little equation right now. I want to show you what's going on. I'm going to exclude. Well, should I? Billions of dollars came here, right? Post Katrina for the people of New Orleans, the people who was significantly affected by Katrina. Billions of dollars. These dollars were broken down depending on the agency which the dollars come from into grants and small loans. And for the most part, a lot of these grants or these small loans have some requirements that if you meet these requirements, you don't have to pay back that money, period, outside of the grants. Grants is money we normally get, you have to pay back. Small loans come with maybe certain strings attached to it or certain low interest penalties, right? Billions of dollars come. In one instant, or one group of money, all you had was to do was to go and prove that, look, yes, here's my property, it got damaged, I need this money right here. And if you get that money, refurbish the property, right, and keep it within certain requirements, safety requirements, safety, not no requirement that you think was burdensome or anything like that. Safety requirement means you cut your grass, your utilities on, and in some cases you could lease it out or rent out, but you meant it and you do that for a certain amount of years. That money what you got or that came here post Katrina, you won't have to pay back, right? You won't have to pay back. That money came and that money go through Baton Rouge, go through the governor's office. Now, Blanco was here first. Well, what was it? You got Blanco, then well, Blanco, she robbed up a little of money and she left. Then she left it to what that other what is his name again? Whatever. But that money came, and the bottom line is it didn't spend, or the purpose and intent for that money are the people who were supposed to get that money for a large majority didn't get it, right? The average person didn't get that money in a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, it's only people with influence and connection got that money, right? Maybe look, there is one group of there's one piece of money in particular that I'm talking about right now. And I'm gonna play a clip for you in a little bit just to confirm what I'm talking about. The money was allocated based on zip codes and a category, major, severe, and minor damages. So that's how the money came into to Louisiana. Based on major, minor, and severe damage. You would get money based on that category of damage. Here we have a person of influence, a person with connection, a person with a connection to the governor, and a person with connection to the legislative body. And one of these, another board. The governor have the authority to appoint boards to regulate certain function and authority. And we are now finding out that a lot of the misappropriation, a lot of the theft is going on or is being conducted through these guardian boards and the members that that the governor is appointing to these boards, right? And that the rule don't apply to them, or that they ain't abiding by the law. And in a lot of these cases, we are talking about anywhere from $500,000 all the way upward. Right? Now, let's come back. Let's play this clip real quick. I want to play this clip for you guys. Housing board member in non-compliance with his home loan. So again, let me back up and set the stage again. Let me back up and set the stage. This is what we are saying. We are saying that the structure of government that we think we have, we don't have. The structure of government, that body, that entity, government. We are saying that the people who we elect to public office, who we call elected officials, are not acting like elected officials. They are acting like gangsters and mafias. They are acting like politicians. For those of you who watch the show regularly, you know what our definition of a politician is, right? We are saying the fact that John Bell Edwards is promulgating the fact that there's a deficit, a financial deficit here in the territory of Louisiana. It's false, based on the misappropriation of dollars, based on the theft of dollars, based on the fact that they cannot, there's asset that they apparently cannot seem to find that's supposed to be on the books. Millions of dollars of asset that they don't know where it just disappeared to. Millions of dollars that people of interest, special interest, people who are associated with the governor is collecting millions of dollars annually, same dollars that's supposed to be circulating back in the budget. Listen to this clip real quick, and you're gonna hear a true journalist. Look, you're gonna hear a true professional, right? I ain't no goddamn journalist. I ain't a professional, you know what I mean? You're gonna hear a true professional break down this criminal concept to you. Listen.
To pay up $500,000. Allegations of bullying, threats, harassment by a powerful board member who may owe you $500,000.
I'd almost like to make a joke about his arrogance.
Yes, it's arrogance. We approached that board member, businessman and developer Donald Valley, during his break at a recent Louisiana Housing Corporation board meeting. This is Keith Cunningham, the Housing Corporation's executive director.
That's my boss.
Valley is technically Cunningham's boss, one of 10 members of the Housing Corporation's board of directors, a voluntary board. Cunningham runs the Housing Corporation and reports to the board, which has hiring and firing power. We wanted to ask Valley about federal loans and a potential conflict that's made for an uncomfortable situation for the person he helps oversee, Keith Cunningham.
We are the state agency and we're responsible for compliance.
Louisiana Housing Corporation oversees compliance for small rental property program loans. The money came from the federal government post-Katrina to provide affordable rental housing with reduced rents. In 2008, Valley received $70,000 loans on 5 New Orleans East properties. Valley promised to fix up the units, offer reduced rents to low-income applicants, and if he stayed compliant, the loans would be forgiven. Here's the problem. Valley has been out of compliance. Beginning in 2013, state agencies have sent Valley letters asking him to comply with the terms of the loan. In a series of letters that cover nearly 5 years, Valley is accused of being non-responsive, having missing documentation, and failing to provide access to the property. The main issue, Valley hasn't supplied the state with tenant documentation. The Housing Corporation can't verify the income level of his tenants.
He's been properly served and notified, and that he has to bring those into compliance or would be subject to having to pay that money back on those particular out of compliance units. And that's been the case for about the whole time he's been on his board.
Let's reconnect these dots for you. Valley is non-compliant on these loans. He's ignored 5 years of letters. And the agency that is responsible for monitoring these loans is the Louisiana Housing Corporation, the same agency where Valley serves as a board member.
The fact is, in my opinion, he serves on this board. The perception of something wrong is the way ethics rules, and even he said that before, standing here about other board members before, just the perception. Well, when you're governing those agencies that govern you, there's definitely a conflict.
In the latest letters, Valley is told to respond and become compliant or repay $511,000 in loans and interest.
We need to make sure that as we are demonstrating and as we're funding, that we're being proper stewards of the funds. And it will be concerning that we aren't able to hold up our end of the bargain, whether it's a board member or this agency.
In a letter to the governor's office, the board chairman said Valley made a direct request to Keith Cunningham, the executive director, to intercede and have the non-compliance issues resolved favorable for him being Valley. The chairman adds Mr. Valley is attempting to use his power to force the Housing Corporation and its staff to overlook the non-compliance.
The executive director has been, I think he's been antagonistic right here at this board to the executive director many times, and other board members have asked me, what's his problem with Keith Cunningham? Well, Keith expects him to get in compliance with this. He's told our executive lawyer, our counsel, not to send him any more letters.
Is that uncomfortable for you that he's your boss, yet you have to oversee something that he's not compliant with?
Well, it does present issue. It does present concern.
Valley refused to answer our questions and told us to call his attorney. His attorney, David Culpepper, told us by phone the compliance issue is a bad joke. Valley emailed us Tuesday afternoon and forwarded a letter he sent to the state. Valley told him, I deny all allegations of default, and added Hanno has certified that all tenants are and have been income eligible. The state hasn't responded. What's unclear if Valley is correct. After 5 years of letters, why has he still been deemed non-compliant? According to the Housing Corporation, nearly 4,500 of these similar loans have been handed out since Valley received his money. Only 452 have been in default, non-compliant. The Speaker of the State House, Taylor Barra, appointed Valley to the Housing Corporation Board. We emailed Barra for a comment. The Speaker's attorney says he wasn't aware of a noncompliance issue. When we sent her the documents and asked for a comment, she never responded. The Speaker has ignored it.
The Speaker hasn't done anything regarding it.
The board chairman says the Speaker needs to remove Valley from the board and end an uncomfortable situation for the executive director.
It's difficult. I mean, I don't know how to score it, how difficult it is, but it's difficult because he shouldn't have to deal with it. Our executive director should never have to even discuss this matter. It shouldn't be before us.
So, in other words, Mr. Valet shouldn't be on the board, or the loan should be administered by
I
this.
think the loan needs to get brought into compliance, or he needs to be removed from the board. That's my opinion. It's out of compliance. It's been out of compliance the whole term he's been on here. He's been here 2 years. That's long enough to get it in compliance.
To see many of the documents we.
Okay. Did you guys catch that? So this is one of the issue we're talking about. Okay. We have there was billions of dollars. Okay, there was billions of dollars that came here post Katrina. And this one particular funds, this one particular fund that we're talking about right here. That we're talking about right here was money that was supposed to be dispensed to homeowners or people with multiple family, right? With multiple property. And what they were supposed to do, you would get this money and you could refurbish your property, right? Refurbish your property, then rent that property out to people who were here pre-Katrina, okay? And then that money, if you keep the property in compliance, that money would be you wouldn't have to pay that money back. Now here we have the Speaker of the Louisiana Legislative Body of the House, right? Appoint this person who he is familiar with to the board. Now this is what we'll find out. A lot of the criminal activities that's being conducted here in Baton Rouge is being conducted from a board level. In some of the cases, from board levels, right? So this guy with his influence, he get $500,000 to go towards his property in $70,000 increments, right? And here it is, right? He's not in compliance, so he's supposed to repay that money. The money haven't been repaid, 500,000, right? And he's not in compliance. Okay, look, he's not in compliance. Look, that means he forfeited that component of the deal that would allow him to keep that $500,000. So now you need to pay that goddamn $500,000 back to we the people. That's taxpayers' money, or that's money that was actually given to the people of New Orleans by the federal government. You see, I'm talking about, my brothers and sisters. Let's do this real quick. Let's briefly go and take a break. Let's take a break and come right back. Okay. I defend. Yes, brothers and sisters, welcome back. Welcome back. The damage already done. Anthony Bay. You're listening to The Proven Truth with your brother and host, Anthony Brown, coming to you live from the studios of Radio Gumbo Creole, here in the beautiful territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. Once again, to participate in the show, you can dial us here at 504-303-8922. To participate in the show, you can dial us here 504-303-8922. To listen to us, you can dial 712-432-7883. You can also check us out on the web by going to www.radiogumbocreole.net. That's www.radiogumbocreole.net. You can check us out on the Facebook by going to Anthony Brown for Assessor 2017. You can check us out on the YouTube by going to The Proven Truth, and you can check us out there. You can participate. Let your voice be heard, my brothers and sisters. Speak up. Stop being quiet. Okay. Before we went to break, real quick, quick recap. We basically was establishing the fact that look, because of the gangster activity, because of the mafia type structure that we have right here, because of the fact that we have um, um, politicians or elected officials um, not following or abiding by the rule of law, the Constitution, because they are basically in it for greed, their own personal financial worth, their own financial aspiration. You know, we have what is said to be a financial deficit here, right? John Bell Edwards is trying to tell us that look, there's a financial deficit in the territory of Louisiana, and because of that, he have thus far, instigated the most special session that have to deal with this whole issue of generating revenue, right? Asking we the people are is putting pressure on the legislative body to come up or to increase the tax burden and we the people here in the territory of Louisiana. And we are saying our argument is that that premise is false, that we are not having a, a revenue deficit here in the territory of Louisiana. What we are having is a mismanagement of it, is the theft of it, is the deceit and deception of it, right? Is the fact that we have elected officials diverting the money that was generated to do what we the people require it to do, go inside their retirement fund. They are putting that money in their retirement fund in their own bank accounts. Okay, and expect us to believe that because of a revenue shortage or because they don't have enough money to do what they want to do. Look, if they don't have enough money to do what they want to do, they need to do what we the people do when we don't have enough money to meet our needs. What we do, we cut back, we disregard whatever it is that we want. If we don't have the resources for it, they can do the same thing too. However, we are saying in this case, that's not the case. That's not the case. Look, let's go to another clip real quick. Should I even go to another clip? Look, I think I made the case with that first clip. I was going to actually show you, play a next. Well, look, let's play this next clip. This clip right here, you're going to see where the governor is actually Governor John Bell Edwards, and that's what that look. I'm gonna make this clip speak for itself. He's a criminal. He's taking bribe. He's taking bribe from special interests to put certain people in certain positions, right? And then he wants us to believe that there is a deficit shortage here in the territory of Louisiana, right? To the point where he's calling so much different special session, asking the legislative body to tax we the people. Thank God we got some goddamn Republican inside there who don't believe in taxation or who tell him no. You know? Look, we the people don't care about parties, you know. That's what we need to understand. We are sick and tired of political parties, Republican and Democrats. We're sick and tired of that. What we want is people to go inside here and do what we inform them and instruct them to do. Check out this criminal bastard. Look, again, we don't have a revenue or a deficit problem here in the territory of Louisiana. That premise is false. It's lie. It's a means to an end. It's an argument by which they are using so that they can generate more. They can tax the people of Louisiana more. Listen to this clip real quick, and we'll come back and talk about it.
Commissioners may have broken the law in this follow-up investigation. Records show last year one river pilot made $758,000. This pilot is part of the New Orleans Baton Rouge Steamship Pilots, or NOBRA, a state board. The Pilotage Fee Commission set the target compensation for NOBRA pilots at $455,000. So this pilot made more than $300,000 over the commission's target salary.
Well, that's a lot of money.
The Pilotage Fee Commission holds the power over pilot salaries, essentially determining how much money the industry that does business on the river will pay. The commission is made up of 4 river pilots, 4 members of the business or industry, and 3 at-large or independents.
The 3 independents seem to be the ones that make the difference.
So the independents are the key.
They're the key. They're the key on the board.
And they're supposed to be true independents.
True independents, they're the governor's appointees.
Pilots typically vote for pilots, industry for industry. So the independents are the swing votes. Our investigation found independent board members picked by the governor were actually recommended by the NOBRA pilots. NOBRA President Stephen Hathorn sent the governor a letter, included resumes, and wrote, "You will find they would bring experience and diversity to the fee commission that will be very useful and efficient."
You would think that you would not want to pick someone that they're recommending, because I don't think they'd recommend somebody who would be opposed to what the New Orleans, what the Steamship Pilots Association wants.
I mean, how independent are they if they're the handpicked of the NOBRA pilots?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question.
Since appointing the pilots' handpicked choices to the commission, the governor's campaign has received 343 contributions from pilots, their spouses, attorneys, and lobbyists. The contributions over a 2-year period total $112,000. For example, on November 20th of last year, the governor's campaign received contributions from 181 pilots, totaling $49,000. That included $5,000 contributions from 2 NOBRA pilots. Days after our story aired, the head of the Louisiana Chemical Association and 5 other business leaders sent the governor letters, writing, "We believe the trust and confidence in the process has been violated." They asked the governor to request the resignation of the current at-large member appointments to the Louisiana Pilotage Fee Commission and appoint new at-large members.
Look, family, we're going to stop right here. We ain't going no further. I think, we don't have to go any further. That right here just make my point. Here we have the governor, John Bell Edwards, supposed to be the highest elected official in the territory of Louisiana. Listen to me carefully now. This is a person who wants you to believe that there is a deficit problem, a financial problem, that they don't have the amount of money to meet the budget. This is the person who wants you to believe that, because him think that everybody is a goddamn fool, right? I do have common sense. Here is a person who is appointing people to a board. This is just one of many boards, right? Appointing people who are supposed to be independent. Independent / no conflict of interest. Have neither now or ever have any type of association with the pilots, the river pilots, right? These people are supposed to be independent appointees to the board. These are the decisive voters. So these are the people who, when a vote is cast, because they are independent of that entity, they can look at the bigger picture and say, okay, up or yea or nay. He is taking this criminal, he is taking this gangster, this mafia type leadership, what we got. He is taking recommendation from the captain or the chairperson of the pilot association. He's taking the recommendation from that person, saying, look, these people right here is trustworthy. Okay? And you can put these people right here to work. And right after he did that, he contribute. No, they are calling they are calling it a campaign contribution. It's a goddamn bribe. John Bell Edwards took a bribe. No. Did you see what happened? 181 pilots contributed to John Bell Edwards' so-called campaign fund. It's a goddamn bribe, people. John Bell Edwards is no more than a criminal sitting in office there in Baton Rouge, taking bribes, just like all of them. They ain't special, man. That's the reason why the territory of Louisiana is at the worst, is scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to economical prosperity. And that is the reason why the territory of Louisiana is number one when it comes to political corruption. You see, you see our position ourselves? When it comes to political corruption, the state of the territory of Louisiana is number one in the union. And that is the reason why we are making the argument, and we continue to make the argument, that our state of affairs right here, or the state of the financial state of the territory, is a direct result of the political cronyism that we have right here. If it was for these criminals that sit in these seats, and every single branch of government, the executive, the judicial, and the legislative branch, if it was for them, the territory of Louisiana would be much, much better than it is. Much, much better. We are dead last, family. You understand what we're talking about? We have 50 territory that make up the union. 50. The last AP report that came out last week, ranked the territory of Louisiana, when it comes on to economical prosperity, dead last. When it comes on to raising our kids, or things that to do with kids, dead last. So we have 49 other territory in front of us. When it comes to political cronyism, when it comes to political corruption, the territory of Louisiana was ranked number one. Hold on it. It's only me alone seeing this crap. We rank number one when it comes to cronyism and corrupt politicians. Number one. Right? And 50th are dead last when it comes to prosperity, economical prosperity. Why you think the gap is so wide and far? It's because it is a direct relations with these criminals that sit in office at all level and all branch of government here in the territory of Louisiana. That's why we the people are the territory of Louisiana. It's where it is right now. It is because the corrupted politicians, people like Errol G. Criminal Williams, that criminal imposter that sits in the office of the Orleans Parish, why we the people, or why there's so much people living underneath every single bridge here in the territory of New Orleans. These people are not operating like elected officials. They are not operated like elected officials. We are not dealing with a governmental system. What we are dealing with here is organized crime. It's the mafia. It's some gangster shit. That's what we are dealing with here in the territory of New Orleans, Louisiana. We are not dealing with people of high morals. We are dealing with criminals. We have judges out there robbing the people of Louisiana, New Orleans. We have a governor taking bribe and robbing the people of Louisiana. We have a tax assessor robbing the people of Louisiana. We have private company. We have a private company, civicsource.com, robbing the people of Louisiana. Every goddamn way the people turn, there's somebody in government or with political affiliation robbing the people of Louisiana. The governor robbing the people of Louisiana. The tax assessor robbing the people of New Orleans. The goddamn so-called judges. The chief justice. People in the Supreme Court not rendering justice. What the hell must the people of New Orleans, Louisiana do? When there's so much criminals in office. Family, let me show you something real quick. I'm looking at the clock, and the clock is showing me 30 minutes. 30 minutes for the show. 30 minutes left. We've been saying to you for some time now, okay, that the Constitution in the territory of Louisiana is paramount. It's paramount to every single elected official here in the territory, despite what they want to tell you, despite what that criminal imposter Harold G. Williams want to say. Right? Look, again, you have to respect Harold G. Williams, you know. You must know. I do. I really do. You have to give Harold G. Williams, his due respect. He's the only one, Harold G. Williams, who had the balls, who had the galls, who had the fortitude to come out and tell us, not only tell us, you know, man, you look, Harold G. Williams, out of every single politician here in the territory of Louisiana, Harold G. Williams is the only one who said, look, I'm a man, and I got a peer, and a big peer too. He did not only tell us, he put it on black and white for us, family. He put it in black and white. He put it in black and white. He was like, look, I don't give a rat's ass about your constitution, property rights law, and the definition of it. Look, despite what anybody look, despite what anybody want to think or say about Mr. Harold G. Williams, this guy got some galls. He's telling you, look, Mr. Brown, look, people in New Orleans, you can say what you want to say or talk what you want to talk or whatever. I don't give a rat's ass about what you're saying. And he put it in black and white. No other politician, well, I could be wrong on this, I could be wrong. But to my knowledge, no other politician do what Harold G. Williams do or did. Here is somebody who's supposed to take no, not supposed to. We have that look. We take our hard-earned money. We the people, or I did, took my hard-earned money, went to the Secretary of State, and what did we do? Recognizing the fact that Harold G. Williams is our employee, we went and we spent our hard-earned money and we verify for a fact that Harold G. Williams have an oath of office and file, which every single elected official must have an oath of office and file. So we did that. Now, and his oath of office, the second page, this is what it says. Oath of office, State of Louisiana, Parish of Arlene. This is what it says. I, Errol G. Williams, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution, that I will do what? Hold on. Look, for the people over the airwave, I know you cannot see this, but from a Facebook family, I'm a YouTube family. Look, that's it. That's it. This is what Errol G. Williams told us, we the people. This is the contract that Errol G. Williams signed with we the people. I, Errol G. Williams, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States and the Constitution and the laws of this state, that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all it. No. So he took a contract with us, we the people, stated in his oath of office. And here he's going to write to us, we the people, telling us, look, man, I don't have time. My plate is full. I don't have time and no desire to argue or to discuss with you about the meaning of words, the Constitution, and property rights law. This is the goddamn tax assessor we're talking about. The person who put your piece of property on the avalarium tax roll in black and white, telling we the people that him don't care about property rights law. Family, listen to me carefully. What you call government, or what you think is government, is nothing more than goddamn organized crime. That's what we have in the territory of New Orleans right now. We have organized crime. We have criminals. We have gangsters guiding or protecting our money, or are surrounded by our money. We have criminals, gangsters. That is the reason why it is so imperative for us to come out and join the recall process that we have going on right now for this criminal imposter, Errol G. Williams. And that's the reason why, as one of his accomplices, that criminal Mitch J. Landry, the person who was just left office a few days ago as the mayor, who is now going all over America telling people of the wonderful works that he did here in the territory of New Orleans by moving those statues. We need to make the people of America, which we're gonna be doing that. Believe me, we are on the job. We're gonna make the people of New Orleans or the people of America know that Mitch Landry ain't no goddamn good. Right? This so-called criminal judge, calling herself Judge Etlin Sims, this is the reason why we have to be on the job. Okay, we have 20 minutes left. Look, this is what I want to show you real quick, family, before we end the show. We recognize the fact that Errol G. Williams informed us that the Constitution don't mean shit to him. And you know, like it or not, you have to respect him for it, because he came out and he told us. He didn't only tell us, but we have a document here where we can show the world, and we have been showing the world this document. Okay? Let me read something to you from the government code here in the territory of Louisiana. It's Title 61 that deals with revenue and taxation. Now, again, for those of you who don't know how the process works, look, I'm no goddamn attorney. I never been to the institution of the institution of indoctrination. I don't want to. I work for mine. I will not rob, nor lie, nor deceive nobody to put food on my table. I don't need to be, you don't need to have a bar association number or be a member of the bar association to read and comprehend the written word. You don't. This is how it works. The legal document or the law as we know it is the Constitution. That's it. That's the law. That's the law. The Constitution of the territory of Louisiana or whichever other territory you live in. The Constitution is the law. Everything else is a watered down version of the Constitution as it relates to your penal codes, your revised statute, your ordinance, whatever crap. Everything, every other document must, its premise must come from the Constitution. Now, what they did, and I'm going to read it here for you a second. From the Constitution, they create documents like in the territory of Louisiana, revised statute, government codes, and certain other documents. But they all refer to the Constitution. If Harold G. Williams was an honorable person and a person who believed in the rule of law, believed in his oath of office and the Constitution, and respect we the people, he would have referred to these documents for his legal authority. And one of the documents that he would have referred to would be Title 6 of the Government Code that deals with revenue and taxation, Part 5. Part 5 actually deals with ad valorem taxation. That's key. That's key. Let's read this for you real quick. Chapter 1, Section 1, Introduction. The power of local and state government to tax real and personal property is contained within the Constitution of the state of Louisiana. Full stop. What did I say? Didn't I just say that to you, my family? Didn't I just say that? The power for local government and state to tax is contained within the Louisiana Constitution. The broad constitutional principles are clarified in the revised statute of the state of Louisiana. Okay, follow me. So they are saying that the truth about it, that in and of itself is deceiving, but it's okay. There's nothing broad about the Constitution as it relates to ad valorem taxes. It's not ambiguous. It's not complicated. It's written in a way that the common man, like myself, can understand. That if my 5-year-old son take up the Constitution and open it and he read it, he can comprehend it. So it's really not broad. And when they use the word broad right here, they are not talking about broad as it relates to any complication. Now, these so-called we call them tax attorneys or whatever, and these are the political cronies, will try to infer that it's a complicated issue. It's not. But listen, so this is telling us that one, the authority for them to act is in the Constitution. First thing, that's the first requirement. Secondly, it's saying in the second sentence that the broad constitutional principles is clarified in the revised statute. right? Okay, these statutes are further clarified and make workable by rules and regulation passed in accordance with the statute and the Constitution by the Louisiana Tax Commission. That entity, that group of people, the Louisiana Tax Commission in Baton Rouge, which I sue all them ass in federal court, and they run like crazy. Oh, Mr. Brown, it's not us. Which the truth about it, in all fairness, they have been pointing finger and that criminal bastard Errol G. Williams for quite some time now. They have been pointing finger and Errol G. Williams for quite some time now, in all fairness to them. In all fairness to them. Look, here's an article dated, when was this? It's from the New Orleans Advocate. This was June 4th, 2017. Well, this was during the time I was kicking hell. I was wreaking havoc against Errol G. Williams. But a matter of fact, I think this is after I filed a lawsuit. But here's an article where they're saying that the chairman of the Louisiana Tax Commission was singling out Errol G. Williams as a rogue agent. Look, you guys gonna read this yourself. I ain't gonna read it right now. I don't want to lose the time, right? But they are saying that this criminal has been singing to his tune for quite some time. But this is my argument. If you guys know that Errol G. Criminal Williams was singing to his tune for quite some time and wasn't abiding by the rule of law or the country, why haven't nobody said anything away from, why nobody call him out? Why everybody keep quiet? Huh? Okay. But so in all fairness, every now and then you can see where they try to house him, or they try to disassociate themselves from that criminal. Okay, the summary, well, I can stop right there. Let's stop right there. Because I think I met my point. So this is what I'm trying. I'm just trying to show you that at the hierarchy of things is the Constitution, right? Here we have the Constitution, which is the law. Then you got right here at the next level, we got the statutory requirement or the revised statute, right? Which according to them make it workable. Then below that, you got the Louisiana Tax Commission enhancement or article, what even make it much plainer, which this is it right here. This is the document I'm coming from. Now, there's a key component in all of this, because part 5 of chapter 1 is talking about ad valorem taxation. Now, my brothers and sisters, it is key for you to understand what we're talking about. It's not difficult. And if I understand it, you guys much more smarter than me. I know you guys can catch just like that. If you should take your bill, if you should take that bill that this criminal bastard Errol G. Williams, or whatever parish or whatever part of Louisiana you're at, and you look on that bill, you're going to see the word in bold mark on it. Let me make sure I'm not lying to my brothers and sisters, because I love you guys so much. And again, this is a proven truth. So I don't want to say nothing that's misleading, because I'm not a politician, right? But if you should take your bill your tax bill and look at it. That one that they send to you annually. Okay? This is what you're going to see. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see that one, it's a avalarium tax bill. How many of you ever ask yourself what a avalarium is? Where's that? I'm trying to find this bill because I want to go over this bill real quick. Real quick, I want to go over this bill because it's a key component. Look, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. It's just like you go to the store, right? And you purchase some products. And they give you a receipt. You don't look, and you want to find out that you want to make sure that whatever they charge you, or they charge you fairly. What's this? What's this? Hold on, family. I'll be trying here. Yeah, hold on. I got it. I got it. Give me a second. Give me a second. I got it. Where's that? I got it. Give me a second, family. Let's find this. Okay, here we go. 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 That's what we're talking about. You see it? Look. You see it? That's it, family. Okay. Look on this bill. Now, the first thing, the heading, this is how it reads. City of New Orleans, 2017. Well, this is 2017. 2017 real estate tax bill. No, real estate tax bill. How many of you out there own real estate? No, let me back up, family. Again, for those of you who've been watching the show sometime, right? I said it already, and I say it again. Don't apply your knowledge, or if you should apply your knowledge, what you think you know, when you come on to certain things that's written in law, and you apply it to certain words that you see written in law, you're going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong. The average person see the word real estate and think, oh, that's my house. Every single thing that's written in law that's applicable to the masses must be defined. Must be defined. Okay? All right. Then below that, so one, real estate. The place where you call your home, where you raise your family, that ain't real estate. Again, we're going to show you what real estate is, not today because we're running out of time. Okay? But relevant of that, that's not the key. It says avalarium tax. That's the type of bill this is. What they send to you annually, an avalarium tax bill. No, that in and of itself is deceiving, is misleading, it's a lie. There is no such goddamn thing as an avalarium tax. That word tax and the word avalarium is misleading and deceiving. The word in its original intent, in its genesis, is duty. So it's supposed to be an avalarium duty. They change the word duty to tax to mislead the masses. Understand me now? This word avalarium, as they use it, is a Latin word. Is a Latin word. So you're gonna tell me we take a Latin word, right? And we come over here and we change the Latin word to mean what we want it to mean, and we didn't. So we take the word and we didn't take its meaning with it. You follow what I'm saying? We look. Right, look, this shit is crazy, bro. The word avalarium is a Latin term. It's not an American term, right? is that a term American or the member of the legislative body or Congress created and start to implement? No, it's a term that we take from that part of the world and implement it. And when we did that, we take not only the word, but its application and meaning when we took it. And I'm going to show you, not today, another time. Look, let me tell you something, my brother and sister. You see, all this what I'm telling you right now, I outlined that in black and white. So a 5-year-old could understand it. I outlined that to that criminal bastard imposter, Errol G. criminal, no good son of a bitch, Williams. I outlined that to him in black and white. I've been doing that since 2018, 2014. I've been corresponding with that criminal, Errol G. Williams. And I've outlined to him certain basic principle and basic concept. I went all the way back into history. And I outlined to him his errors. And I outlined to him the fact that even if I should side with him as to certain concept of his authority, certain things is out of his portfolio and out of his jurisdiction. But let me tell you something. I did that because, again, at the time, I honestly thought and believed that he was an honest and genuine person and that he was an elected official working on behalf of we the people until I recognized otherwise. Until I recognized that he didn't give one red ass about we the people. He was in it for himself and his other crony friends. It wasn't until I got this document from Errol G. Williams, then I was like, that was when the tire meets the road. Because at this point, I recognize that it make me talking to Errol G. Williams at this point is like me talking to this wall right here. The goddamn wall ain't gonna talk back. You see what I'm saying? So me talking to Errol G. Williams is like talking to a goddamn brick wall. It ain't gonna talk back. Me talking to Errol G. Williams is me wasting my time and my breath. He's a criminal. And as a criminal, he's gonna continue to do criminal activity because he might have other crony friends just like it. And the bottom line is, my brothers and sisters, he will continue to do it, and he's gonna continue to do it because the more he robs us, the more Errol G. Williams, the more Mitch Landro, the more Civic Source, the more John Bell Edwards, the more Mitch J. Landro, the more all them rob us, the more those so-called phonies and the Louisiana and the New Orleans City Council rob us, is the more money go inside their pension plan. My brothers and sisters, where's the time? Man, look, I think this show needs to be longer. Look, this is a brother, man, Anthony Brown saying, join us Monday, same time, same place. Peace. Much love.